One of the things I've learned about playing this game in the future is that in the future it becomes a lot harder. And as our injury woes continue, we go into the January transfer window and we find that we don't have a right winger. But one of the things that I have noticed this season is that rotating the tactic seems to work a lot better than sticking with one. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Norwich, part 43, season 6, in the Ferguson save set in the future. And at the moment our current points total is 375, and if we can retain the title this season, we will move to 525 points, which will put us within touching distance of completing the save. And today we will be playing 2 games in the Premier League. We will be away at Manchester United and then we will be at home to Leicester. And as you can see from the table, we are in second place currently. We have 46 points from our 20 games. We are 4 points behind Manchester City, but we do have a game in hand. Chelsea are in third and they also have 46, but they have also played a game more than us. I am very anxious that we win today when we play Manchester United. I don't want Manchester City getting away from us at this stage of the season, but I also feel that the way this save has panned out over the last 3 or 4 years is that it will come down to the wire once again. And this season we have been beset with injury problems. But as usual, before we get into what has been happening both on and off the pitch, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, well, I can tell you, you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff and help the channel to grow. Help us to support the British Heart Foundation. Off the field, our injuries have kept going over the last month, and if we take a look at our current injuries, we have Saul Thomas out. He is a right winger. He's going to be out for another 5 days to 2 weeks, not expecting him back for a little while. And we still have Mohamed Rahim out, centre back. He's out with a twisted ankle and he's expected to be out for another week or so before we can start playing him again. And we have been playing the Brazilian 4-2-4. But with Saul Thomas out, this has put a lot of strain on Zaprapoulos, who is in desperate need of a rest. He is at high injury risk himself. And so although Matic can play in this position, he's not ideal for playing there. But I do know that during this season, if we have rotated the tactic, that has become very successful. And we do have other options that we can play. We can play in the 4-1-2-2-1, or we can play in the 4-3-3 counter-attacking style. We could at that point bring Matic down into that position and play him as a winger on attack. I think that won't affect the tactic at all. I have to make some decisions now on whether to rotate the tactic, and I think probably what we will do is go back to the 4-1-2-2-1. I'm not sure yet, but I think that's the way I'm leaning. If we rotate the tactic every month or so, it does take teams by surprise. And so maybe the game is actually just telling me time to rotate the tactic. And Matic can sit in here as the winger on support quite comfortably. Once again, though, coming into the transfer window, we have many players wanted. The 2 players that I wouldn't mind selling are Kitambala, but he is not wanted at present. He has been wanted over the last month, but unfortunately that interest has faded away. And the other one that I wouldn't mind selling is Matic himself. But if I sell Matic, then I am going to have to replace him and find someone who can play either as the wide midfielder or the wide attacking midfielder on the right. And so I do have problems coming into the transfer window. If Matic goes, I will need to find another right winger. And I also have John Allen, who wants to go out on loan. He has come to me and said that it's not a problem at the moment, but if he does go out on loan, or we do decide to sell him, he's 30 years old at the moment, then I will need another left back. And so we have decisions to make before we go into this game against Manchester United. They are very familiar with all three tactics that we are currently playing at the moment, and so rotating them shouldn't be a problem. But let's have a look at what has happened on the pitch since you were last with us. And when you were last with us, you saw us beating Mould by 3-0 in that very strange Champions League phase game. And then we followed that with a stranger result. We lost at home in the Premier League to Wolves by 1-0. But we bounced back away at Brentford and we beat Brentford by 4-0. And we followed that with a home 1-0 victory against Liverpool. And we seem to be back on track. Against Luzerne in the Champions League group phase, a game that I felt we should have won. We defended poorly and we only managed a 3-3 draw. And that was followed by a very strange result in the Premier League where we were beaten away by Fulham by 3-2. But in the EFL Cup quarter-final against Reading, we bounced back and beat them by 2-0 before we beat Tottenham by 2-0 in the Premier League. And then we beat Leeds United in the Premier League at home by 2-1. And then the last game that we played was at home to West Ham when we beat them by 2-1. And so in the Champions League, we are currently sitting in 4th. We are handily placed, but we do have 2 very difficult games coming up, and we will need to still play against Real Madrid and RB Leipzig. I think we will qualify. Whether we can manage to finish in the top 8, I'm very doubtful. But now it's time to get the team ready for today's game away at Manchester United. I'd really like to win this game and close the gap on Manchester City. But with the problems that we've had and with the amount of players that are wanted going into the transfer window again, I'm not sure that the team is in good enough shape to beat Manchester United. Manchester United, who are struggling in 10th position. But as I've said before, teams who are not playing well always do seem to start their recovery against Norwich. So let's go and get the team ready. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today against Manchester United is Götze in goal with Muntian, Raguin, Bonilla and Plantier at the back. Florence and Ibaran with Matic in midfield. Aranda, Kitambala and Jay Neal will play up front. We still don't have Wilden, who is fit. We still don't have Raheem, who is fit, and Sol Thomas is also injured. I'm hopeful that Jay Neal will have a very, very good game today and will get himself on the score sheet. He hasn't been in the greatest of form this season, Jay Neal, but hopefully this is the game when he comes back to form. And I'm going to tell them, yes, we are doing very well. I've got faith in you. Go out there, make me proud. I think this is a team that could win this game. It just depends how well Manchester United play and how well we play. I think that if we get off to a good start, we might do well. If we let Manchester United dominate as they are at the moment, then we may not win this game. We are due to go into a bad phase, and I'm expecting that to happen at any point. But at the moment, it's still 0-0, and Matic is over the free kick. And we have the free kick. We've hit the crossbar, and Jay Neal, as I was hoping, has picked up the rebound. And it's Manchester United 0, Norwich 1. What a start. And I was said before kick-off, I'm hoping that Jay Neal can get himself on the scoreboard today. It was poor goalkeeping. Matic's free kick hit the crossbar and Jay Neal reacted quicker than anybody else. I'm not quite sure why we are seeing that. I think the goal counts, doesn't it? So we'll just accept that Jay Neal has scored and we are in front. And we have intercepted Manchester United's possession. Here's Neal again. Neal, he looks back for Bonilla. Bonilla bringing it forward, looks for Ibaran. Ibaran to Riguan. I've noticed that if we rotate the tactic this season every month or so, it does seem to confuse teams and we do go off on good runs again. Here is Plantier. Plantier finds Aranda in space and Aranda's made it 2-0. And we are destroying Manchester United at the moment. We are carving them open, and I don't know if that is what has happened again. We've changed the system and Manchester United, expecting us to play with that attacking 4-2-4, suddenly find we are a different team, and we're carving them open at the moment, and it's Manchester United 0. Norwich 2. We are in control of this game. We are back to just 1 point behind Manchester City. It's important that we stay 1 point behind. I do have to rest some players. They're very, very tired players at the moment. Fixtures are coming thick and fast. And Manchester United are very, very dangerous as well. And they are looking to bring it forward. Here come Manchester United. It's into space. And they are looking to cut inside. He's got a shooting opportunity. He goes for goal. He fires it over the crossbar. We have survived. And as we come up to half-time, it's still Manchester United 0. Norwich 2. I am absolutely over the moon with how they've been playing. And I'm going to say, yeah, you've done brilliantly. Let's keep it going. And everybody seems to be having a good game today. Kitambala is not having his best game, but we'll keep an eye on him. We do have to rotate players, and so maybe 55-60 minutes we're going to make some changes. Zaprapoulos can come on for 30 minutes, I'm pretty sure. And as we come up to midway through the second half, nothing seems to be happening. Matic has a free kick again. Matic has hit the crossbar and it goes over for a goal kick. And I think probably now it's time to make some changes. But we will do it after this highlight. We do have the ball again, and Plantier, he finds Aranda, who's fitted into the team very nicely this season, finds Bonilla to Flores, Reguan, Ibaran, who's playing as the centre mid, he finds Flores to Bonilla, back to Ibaran, nice football, keeping Manchester United out, and here is Aranda looking for someone in support, Kitambala, can he find his man? But Jay Neal has a chance, and Jay Neal has hit the crossbar as well. And still, Manchester United 0, Norwich 2, time to make some changes. And so we have made 5 changes. We have got some fresh legs on the pitch. I'm a little concerned about Ibaran being a bit tired, but he hopefully will be able to see this game out. And we've brought on Fernardi, hoping Fernardi... Oh, and that's a bad tackle from Manchester United. And I think we're looking at a red card for United here. And he has just come on. Traore has just come on. He is their striker. And he's just come on. And he's got himself sent off. There's just a few minutes left to go here. It's still Manchester United 0. Norwich 2, and here comes Pook to Allen. Allen's been taken down into the penalty area. We've not got a penalty taker. I've got a funny feeling it might be Fernardi who steps up to take the penalty. I think it's a Stonewall penalty. I don't think there's any doubt this will be awarded. And I think that if we can put this away, it's game over. And I think it might be Fernardi who steps up to take this as Wilden. It is Fernardi. Can he make it 3-0? And Fernardi drives it into the corner. It's Manchester United 0, Norwich 3. A comprehensive result this will be. We've defended well. We have attacked well. And it has, although it's been a fairly even contest in terms of stats, we have put our chances away. United haven't. We've kept them out. We've attacked well. And it's coming up to full time now. We've beaten Manchester United. We've gone a point now in arrears of Manchester City. And that's nice work, everyone. It's good to stay in touch with Manchester City. I don't want to have them opening up any gaps at this point in the season. And so it's a job well done for today. And Chelsea must have actually lost today. No, Chelsea are still there. They are 3 points behind us now. They beat Aston Villa by 3-0 earlier. And so it's been a very, very good result today. It's been a very good, encouraging performance so far. And I think if we can continue this now against Leicester, then hopefully, maybe, we can overtake Manchester City in the second game. It does seem to pay at the moment to rotate the team. And having played in the 4-2-4 for a month, now it might be a good idea to play in the 4-1-2-2-1 for a month and then change it again. It seems to be working. We have to get the team ready for the home game against Leicester. So we will be right back just before kickoff. And so here we are, home game against Leicester, a game I would really love to win. And it's Gots in goal, with Kamara, Reguan, Lay and Allen at the back. Ibaran, Pasquale and Zaprapoulis in midfield, with Pook, Kittenbala and the return of Wilden up front. And let's hope that Wilden can get himself back into scoring mode. He's been missed over the last few weeks. He's been out with a slight injury, but now we've got him back in the team, and let's hope we can have put on a very, very good performance. Pasquale is looking quite aggressive at the moment, and I think we have to say this is a match we should be winning. Make sure we do. I'm expecting a strong defence today. We need to dominate the midfield, and I'm looking for our attackers to give us an edge. We do have to be a little bit careful with Pasquale, and I need to be making sure that he's not diving into tackles. This is a potential banana skin. I have lifted the line up a little bit. We've gone to a high line, and hopefully that's the right decision. Leicester are not blessed with a huge amount of pace, and we should be putting pressure on them. And we do have the ball, and here's Pasquale. Pasquale finds Poop. Poop looks for Lee. I've changed Lee's role to a no-nonsense centre-back because he does have a habit of hanging on to the ball and getting caught in possession. He still doesn't look comfortable in possession, but he did manage to get the ball forward. And here's Pasquale looking over the top for Wilden. Wilden can't get on the end of it, and Leicester have defended that comfortably. They are playing with a low block, and maybe I do need to actually to bring the lines back at some point during this game. We'll see how we go as Zaprapoulis looks inside for Ibaran. Ibaran finds Zaprapoulis inside to Kittenbala. Kittenbala to Wilden. Wilden with a strike, and it goes over the crossbar. It's still Norwich 0, Leicester 0. Leicester are sitting back. We can see that they are also tired from the games that have been just piling up of late. So it's a game we should win, but we need to take our chances. And here's Pasquale again. Pasquale has the ball taken off him, and Leicester are looking to break on the counter-attack. And it's never a good thing to think we're going to win a game just because a team is tired. And they are coming forward. Leicester do look quite dangerous on the counter-attack, and they are in space, but we have nicked the ball, and we can counter. And here's Wilden. Wilden has lost the ball, though, and this is not good enough from Norwich. We're not looking very threatening at the moment, as Kamara looks to break up the right. Kamara, who hasn't played for a while, should be quite fresh, but unfortunately he's given the ball away as well. And we've intercepted. Pasquale bursting forward. Pasquale into the box. Pasquale with a chance, and he's saved, and it goes behind for a corner. We have dominated this game in both terms of possession and chances created. They're low XG chances at the moment, though. Can we get a goal from a corner? But it's headed straight to the goalkeeper. Is it going to be one of these games where we don't actually put our chances away, and there's another chance, goes into the box, collected by the goalkeeper? 17 minutes are gone. We are the dominant team. We should be winning this game, but unless we score, unless somebody produces that moment and unlocks the defence, then here's a chance for Wilden, and Wilden will do it. Wilden has made it 1-0. It was bound to be Wilden. Where others don't find the target, you can rely on Wilden. Beautiful strike into the corner. Kept his nerve, found the corner. And we are back. Wilden is back. And it was a poor tackle by the Leicester defender. It ran through to Wilden, and he just side-footed it, calm as you like, past the goalkeeper. And Manchester City are losing at Tottenham, which is a very good result as it stands at the moment. But Leicester have a chance, and they've hit the crossbar. And at the moment, I would think that we are top of the league, yeah. And as long as Manchester City keep losing against Tottenham, this will be a very good performance, a very good result. But Leicester are coming back at us. They are the better team at the moment. They've got the match momentum, but we look to clear. We need to be defensively solid. I am thinking about pushing the line back. They're trying these long balls over the top. Zapropoulos is robbed on the edge of the box, and we need to take the ball off them. They're looking very dangerous at the moment. They are bursting into the box. We need to get it away. Zapropoulos gets it away. It's back with Leicester. Nothing is in FM is written in stone. We need to close them down. We need to be defensively solid. Leicester are in space again. Leicester have scored. And it's Gotts has made the save. I thought that had gone in. I'm going to pull the line back a little bit because I think that's what's happening. We are just letting them come in behind us. I just want to make sure we're solid and that we don't allow them to hit balls over the top. And Wilden's in space. Can Wilden score? It's deflected and goes behind for a corner. It's still Norwich 1, Leicester 0. We need this second goal. It's very, very tense. We are the better team and we are getting our shots on target, but we just need that second goal and we've got it. It's Reguan. Reguan at the near post from a corner. It's now 2-0. We can breathe a little easier. And if Tottenham are still winning against Manchester City, that will be an excellent result. And again, we've switched the formation and we've got the results. And we are dominating this game. And we do have a free kick. And it's going to be Zapropoulos over the free kick. Can we make it 3-0 before half-time? Zapropoulos with a shot. And Zapropoulos has made it 3-0. What a strike. And now I think we are fairly comfortable as we will approach the second half. It always looks good when you're getting shots on target and you've got every chance of winning the game. It's when you don't get shots on target that you're not going to win the game. Leicester are not getting their shots on target. We are today, and the result is demonstrating that. And Zapropoulos with another corner, and it's headed over the crossbar. It's still 3-0 as we go to half-time. The boys have done very, very well. And I can't argue with this. This is a very, very good performance. And I'm very happy with the number of shots that they've had on target. I'm also happy that Lay is on a 7 and it might be better for him to play as a no-nonsense centre-back. He's made few errors today, quite obviously. We need to go out and win this second half now. Need to keep this up, need to keep our focus up. And I just checked the result with Tottenham and with Manchester City and Tottenham, and I can't find it. Manchester City have taken the lead against Tottenham. I wondered if it would last. Let's go and make some changes. And so we have made our changes, and hopefully now we can just hold on to this result. Leicester are very, very tired. Zapropoulos is tired for us, but he should be able to get through this 90 minutes. He was rested for the last game. I think he should be able to get through 90 minutes today. We've dominated the game, both in chances created, XG and possession. We've deserved our victory. We didn't add to our score in the second half, but that was nice work. Unfortunately, though, I think Manchester City have beaten Tottenham. And no, Manchester City have not beaten Tottenham. They have drawn with Tottenham. Tottenham did score in the second half, and now we are a point clear at the top of the table after 22 games. And it's been a very, very good episode today. I'm not sure how the transfer window is going to pan out. It's possible some players will have to leave, but we have players we're keeping an eye on that we can bring in as well. And so it's been a very good month of December. We've kept that form going despite the injury problems that we faced. We've switched the tactic now, and we have produced 2 3-0 victories today. What a performance, what an episode, and we are back on top of the table. I will come back for the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final against Arsenal, and we will follow that with a game against Tottenham, and in between that the transfer window will close, so we will be able to update you with any news in the transfer market. And that's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel, you like FM content, you love to see people suffer playing this game, well, you're definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow, and help us to support the British Heart Foundation. We are not suffering very much at the moment, and I think I might have found the way to complete this save in the future, and that is to rotate your tactic. We have 3 tactics which work very well, and by rotating them we have now gone top of the league. Let's hope that it continues. All that remains to be said for now is stay safe, take care, and we will see you in the next episode.